when you find a deal now, or when you were finding deals back then, what are the three elements that you're looking at in development?
Well, probably the first one. It's probably might be the wrong way around, but I got to feel as though I'm going to enjoy doing it.
And I think it's a great way to look at it.
Well, you put your passion into it then.
Yeah, correct.
So I have this sense of like, is it good for Tamworth? And that is something that's definitely high on my priority. I'm not trying to build something where people remember me by, because they're not. 6 months gone, no one remember.
Yeah, who the builder was.
Yeah, they don't care.
No.
But I care.
But the experience they have too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's very important for me. So obviously you've got to make money out of it. People I'm going to be dealing with, are they good people? You know, am I going to enjoy being around them? And I can pretty well say every development I've ever done, I've enjoyed working with those clients. So you've got to make money out of it, Sam, otherwise you're not going to do it.
Correct.
We're not. I don't need the practice, so I'm not going to keep practicing on how to make a project work.
Yeah. You've learned all those skills.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not. I don't need the rehearsal. You've got to make money, and when you make money, it's a lot more fun too.
Correct. Yeah. What about? Obviously, you go to your accountant. We spoke last with another guest, and we're talking about structures and legal. When you're looking at a development, when it comes to structures and legal, what are the key things that you're looking for?
Well, Barry set me up years ago, fairly basic structure. I buy everything in one company, and then I'll have another company that might lease that.
Yep.
And then Nuria and I have our own structure. So we've got 3 or 4 vehicles where we can help to minimise
tax. Yeah.
Certainly when we had our farm, one entity buys all of our property, and then we'll have a lease, and you know, you have a couple of other companies that at different periods they might lease or share some of the costs. And being a developing company, it's pretty easy, or very simplistic, I should say.
Yeah, beautiful. So you built the medical. How long did that take? Was that a pretty big project?
Yeah, it was about 12 years. And
wow.
I think something it's probably worth mentioning there, Sam, is that development, it's very, very important. Like that medical I did now, I did on a handshake. I would never do that again, but I did do that on a handshake that the lease was coming, but we had purchased the land before we had a lease in place. So there was a big risk there.
Yeah.
But that was the strength of the relationship I had with the guy who ultimately we ended up doing a lease with. So your relationships, you've got to understand your relationships with people and understand that the integrity of the parties involved. So with that DA, I'll just throw some rough numbers around, but we bought land in those days fairly cheap, and when the development was approved, it doubled.
Wow.
So it went from a block of land to a DA-approved medical centre. And anyone that wants to get into developing, that's the ultimate game, is to do a DA that can quickly increase the value of that land.
So the land is very, very important. Getting that land at a cheaper price.
Yeah, you should never pay overs.
No.
But
when you're looking at the build compared to the land, like that land price is very important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, location. Look, sometimes you've got to pay more because of the location.
Correct, yeah.
But
premium.
Or you might be next door and you need a vacant block comes up and you need to buy it. But I can't emphasise to people enough, get that DA in, get that value on the land, get it approved, and then if you need to, get it revalued once the DA is in place, because that allows you to fund the project.
Yeah, leverage.
You got equity straight away. In our case, it went from 500 to $1 million once the DA was approved.